Okay, lovely. So as instructed, hopefully everybody has their shell or their item from the beach. Yeah, everyone has got their lovely items. Brilliant, that's super. So if you're watching this on recording later, if you don't have your item from the beach, perhaps you could go and get it now. Good. So um, the most important thing about these evenings is that you feel safe. And one of the reasons why we do this little sensory exploration at the beginning of the meeting is so that you have a talisman, something to keep you safe while we're journeying, something to keep you grounded. And if you feel a little bit wobbly or a little bit unsure, then it's important for you that you have something there that you can reach out and touch, and that will keep you safe and will keep you grounded and bring you back home. So that's really good. So if you've got that there, that's wonderful. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just start off by grounding ourselves now and just arriving in this space. So if you take a nice, slow, deep breath for me, just feel the air entering your body. Just take note of the temperature of the air as it rises and falls in your chest. How does it feel? How does the air feel tonight to you? Does it feel warm? Does it feel cool? How is your chest rising and falling this evening? Can you feel any tension there from the day? If you can feel any tension there, just as you breathe out, just allow your chest to fall and relax. As your lungs fill with the oxygen and just brings you into this space this evening, this safe space, surrounded by like-minded people. The energy is one of love and acceptance and of calmness and of peace. And we all bring a little piece of our energy with us to the meeting this evening. All mingles together out there in the ether as we talk to each other and meditate together. And it's an amazing energy. Just brings us calmness, brings us love, brings us connection to other people, allows us to calm and settle and become something greater than ourselves. So just to start off with, we're going to take our little talisman, our object from the beach that reminds us of those lovely times that we've spent there. And just hold it lightly in your hands. Just start to feel around the edges of it. Just run your fingers gently around the edges of your item and start to get the outline shape of it. And close your eyes while you're doing this. It gives you a completely different sense of perspective. Because we know what these things look like, but what do they actually feel like? Does it feel different, the shape, to what you imagine when you can see and look at it? Very often when we don't look at something, we can actually feel more about its presence, about its energy, its imperfections, its perfections, any ridges, any dips, any little catches. You can also feel how your hands feel against it, which is really interesting because it's not just the object you're feeling, it's your hands as well. It's your fingertips rubbing against the object as well. How do your hands feel today? Do they feel rough from all the hand washing? Do they feel smooth? because you've been moisturising them a lot? How do they feel against the object? How do they react? Do your fingertips feel sensitive? And just move the object round in your hands now. Allow it to settle into the palm of your hand and feel the weight of it. Feel the weight of it in your hand. The shell that I have tonight is completely weightless. It's really, really light. It's almost not there. How heavy does your object feel? Does it feel lighter or heavier if you place it in your other hand? You might have been holding it in your dominant hand. What happens if you place it in the other hand, maybe in your non-dominant hand? Does it feel different? What if you touch it with those fingertips, the fingertips of the other hand? Does it feel different? Can you feel different things about your talisman tonight? Does it feel cooler? Does it feel warmer? What's the difference? Can you feel the differences feeling it with your different hands? And just explore. If it feels perfectly smooth, can you feel to see if there are any little tiny rough bits? And if you've picked an object that's quite rough and coarse, can you feel to see if there are any nice smooth parts on there? Anything that's different that you might not have felt before. And maybe just rub it on the back of your hand now, which gives you a different sensation. The backs of our hands are incredibly sensitive. Maybe try it different ways round. See how it feels on the back of your hand. We've got lots of tiny little hairs on the backs of our hands. They make them incredibly sensitive to touch. What does it feel like? Does it feel smooth on the back of your hand? Does it feel rough? And maybe just run it up the end of your fingers, just up to your fingertips again. See if there's any new sensations there. Anything different you can find about this familiar object that you've probably seen 100 times before. What's new about it? And what about the energy? Does it have an energy to you? Does it have a memory? What does it tell you? What can you feel about it? You hold it between your hands, cupped between your hands. Is there a resonance coming from that object? Does it make you feel good? Does it bring you peace? Does it bring you calmness? Does it remind you of a lovely day? Just breathe in that calm, lovely energy deep into the bottom of your lungs. And now just allow your energy to merge with that object. And this is your safety barrier tonight. This is your talisman. This is your grounding object. So if at any stage you feel like you need a bit of extra support, all you need to do is pick up this object and place it in your hand again. And you'll feel completely safe, completely calm, completely grounded. It's there for you this evening. You've chosen this object. It's your special object tonight, which brings you peace and love and happiness. So just say thank you to it for being here for you. And then I just want you to place it down somewhere that's within easy reach of you, just so that you know where it is. So that if you need to pick it up and hold it in your hands and for it to comfort you, then it's easily reachable. That's lovely. Just feel that peace entering your body. Close your eyes if you haven't already done so. And know that we are going to go on an amazing journey. But first, we're going to calm our body and calm our mind. And what I want you to do is, if you take your right hand, I want you to pop it on your left shoulder. And then I just want you to gently let that hand stroke down your arm towards the end of your fingertips of your left hand. And as you do so, just feel that calming energy fill your body. And once again, pop your right hand on your left shoulder and then just stroke that energy down your arms right to the end of your fingertips. That's lovely. And then swap hands. So pop your left hand on your right shoulder and just stroke the energy down your arm, right along to your hands and out to the end of your fingers. And then once again, put your left hand on your right shoulder and then just stroke the energy down to the ends of your fingertips and out the end. And now try and just gently do it with both hands. So both hands on both shoulders. And then really gently just stroke all the way down to the ends of your fingers. And again, from your shoulders, right the way down your arms, to your hands, to the ends of your fingers. And then when you reach the end, just press your fingers and your hands together. And that lovely tingling sensation you would have had when you were feeling your object should be there in the ends of your fingertips. Just gently press them together and see if you can feel any energy that's there, that's building up between your hands. Just play with that ball of energy. There might be a little ball of energy between your hands there. And if you can't quite feel it yet, just try. You might need to do the arm stroking again another time. As you reach the ends of your hands, just play with that energy that you've encapsulated in your hands. That's lovely. See if you can completely squash it. Your hands probably feel really lovely and warm now. That's super. And this time I want you to pop your hands on your shoulders again. And this time, as you stroke down your arms, just allow your hands to just drop completely into your lap, really relaxed. Just allow your hands to settle, and you can just feel the tingling and the energy that's been cascading through you. That's lovely. You might feel that tingling, positive, calming energy moving through the rest of your body now. You might feel it in your toes. You can feel a lightness and a positivity in your toes as your legs feel heavy and your feet feel heavy on the bed or on the floor. And each time you breathe in the positivity of this meeting tonight. And each time you breathe out, you feel the relaxation spreading through your body. And now your legs feel heavy on the bed or on the chair, supporting you. Your calf muscles are relaxed and released. You feel your knees are warm and opening like flowers. As they relax, it creates space in the joint, allowing all the fluids to flow through, taking the oxygen around the body, taking the energy around the body. And your heavy upper legs feel heavy on the bed or on the chair. The biggest muscles in your body. You've got the hamstrings on the backs of your legs. Just feel them melting. Feel them relaxing and releasing into the couch, into the chair, into the bed. And the big quad muscles on the front of the legs. Just allow them to let go. They don't need to do any work at the moment. You can just release any tightness there. And as we come up into your hips, it's a lovely, almost shell-like structure, the pelvis. It's beautiful. Just visualize your pelvis opening like a clamshell. Just really relaxing and opening and feeling heavy. And all the big muscles on your bottom just relax and release. Those big glute muscles are just softening and letting go. And allowing that clam-like pelvis just to open and release and relax. And within that pelvis, we carry a lot of all our digestive system. And you can just imagine all those millions and millions of tiny little muscles in the digestive system. And all the tight muscles of your tummy. Just allow them to breathe a big sigh of relief. As you breathe out, feel everything just letting go. Feel everything just releasing and relaxing. Almost consciously push your tummy out to see if you're gripping it there. We don't need to use our tummy muscles at the moment. Only use enough tension to keep you safe in your chair or on your bed. Just allow anything else just to relax and release. Coming up to your diaphragm and your chest. As you take a nice big deep breath, just feel that diaphragm is soft and pliable. And your lungs easily fill your chest cavity. As you breathe in, feel your rib cage expanding and contracting. All the muscles between the ribs are just moving gently up and down as you breathe slowly and gently in and out. And that oxygen is being carried round by your heart. And just center yourself in your heart space at the moment. Just feel the joy and the gladness and the happiness for being here this evening. How calm you feel as you breathe in and out. And then just come up to your shoulders. And as you breathe out, just allow them to drop heavily. Just feel your arms hanging from your shoulders. Feel your forearms and your hands heavy on your lap or on the chair or on the bed. And just feel your collarbones moving up and down slowly as you breathe in and out, and your shoulders drop and your arms drop. Coming up to your neck muscles. Just allow enough tension there to keep your head safe and upright. But allow any tension, particularly across the back of your neck and the back of your shoulders, to just melt away, to relax, to release. And just allow your chest to gently rise and fall. And allow the big muscles in your jaw to let go. Just allow your jaw almost to just swing a little bit like a pendulum, really gently from side to side. Just allow it to drop and release and relax. And the muscles in your cheeks are just melting now, relaxing, releasing. And all those tiny muscles in your eyes, in your eyelids, in your eyebrows, they can just become heavy. And they can let go of any tension that's there. There's no need to look around at the moment. Everything you need to see will be in your mind's eye, in your imagination, in your head, coming up to your forehead, allowing any lines of tension there just to relax and release. Just feel calm. Just allow your eyebrows to feel quite heavy. Just allow your eyebrows to almost just heavily flatten out your forehead. And even all the tiny muscles in your hair follicles. Just allow them to relax and release. Almost breathe a sigh of release through your scalp tonight. That's wonderful. Take another slow, deep breath. As you breathe out, just scan through your body again. Just see if there's anywhere else that you can just let go of any tension. Breathing in relaxation. Breathing out anything that is unwanted this evening. Letting go of anything that's happened today, in the last week, in the last month, in the last year. You are only in this present moment of peace, of calm, of love, of happy thoughts, of belonging to something that is bigger than ourselves. And tonight we're going to take a journey together to a beautiful, beautiful beach. So as you breathe out, just find yourself in your mind's eye, standing on a grassy bank. The grass is lush under your feet. There's dew on the blades of the grass. You might even be barefoot to allow yourself to connect with the earth, to ground. And just remember, tonight is a completely personal journey. So whatever you see in your own mind's eye is what's ready for you tonight. So for example, when I say you're standing barefoot, if that doesn't work for you, that's absolutely fine. Be in that place that's the right place for you. And as you stand on that grassy bank, you can feel a breeze, a cool breeze blowing in your face. And you can catch a scent of salt and of sea spray, of seaweed. And you can hear the waves, and you know that they're waiting for you. And as you look down the grassy bank, you see some steps leading down to a beautiful cove. They're very safe, shallow steps. There's only about 10 steps, and there's a lovely handrail, very smooth and worn. It's been made out of driftwood, so it's really, really soft and beautiful to touch. We're going to walk down the steps into the cove and take the journey to the beautiful beach. So we take the step. It's quite exciting. You might feel your heart fluttering. You know that there's something amazing waiting for you at the bottom of the steps. 10, 9. You can hear the seagulls up ahead, far away in the distance. 8 and 7. You can feel the breeze playing on your face, blowing through your hair, and that salty air. 6 and 5, as you walk down the steps, you can start to see the beach appearing ahead of you. 5 and 4, there's more sand on the steps now. You can feel it crunching under your feet. And 3 and 2, the beach scene is starting to appear in front of you as you round a lovely rock into the cove. You take the last step, number 1, down onto a beautiful beach. And this beach just feels absolutely beautiful. It has the right mix of sand and stones for you. There's a mixture. And the bigger stones are up near the grassy bank and up underneath the cliffs. And as you look out towards the sea, you can see the change in the size of the stones, going from big right down to small and into the tiniest grains of sand. And as you walk on the beach, you walk barefoot, and you can feel the sand between your toes, and it just makes your feet feel incredible. It's just the right temperature. The sand is soft, it's warm and slightly damp, and you just walk across it. And you can feel your feet making impressions in the sand. And as you look behind you, you can see your footsteps as you walk across the beach towards a beautiful big stone in the middle of the beach. It's really inviting. It's dry, it's warm. It's just the right height for you to sit down on. So walk towards it through the sand, feeling the sensations on the bottom of your feet, feeling the breeze blowing over your face and through your hair, and listening to the waves gently crashing on the beach. That beautiful gravelly sound as they wash in and out. And you get to the stone and you lower yourself down gently. And you feel completely at ease, completely at one with your surroundings. It's completely safe here. You feel peaceful, calm, and full of love. You can feel that incredible energy of the sea ahead of you. It just allows you to take a big deep breath and to release any last tension that's remaining. You feel at home, you feel grounded, you know you've arrived in a really special place. And you look towards the sea and you can see all the colours of the sea. The blues, the greens, the turquoises, the whites of the tops of the waves. You can see darker patches where there's seaweed underneath. And as the waves come in and go out, you can see all the colours changing constantly. The blues turn into greens, the greens turn into blues. They merge together. The colours are mesmerising. They're calming colours. They're cooling colours. They're refreshing. You can almost feel like you're breathing those colours into your body. The air from the sea is almost coloured. As you breathe it in and it fills your lungs, you feel it cleansing from the inside out. Those beautiful blues and greens are washing over you now as you breathe in that salty air. Completely safe, completely calm, completely at ease. Just watch those waves gently running in and out of the beach, gently tugging tiny stones, tiny shells, and the sand backwards and forwards with it. It's quite hypnotic watching the waves running up and down the shore. And you can see pretty little shells dotted here and there, and beautifully coloured stones of all colours, of browns, of greens, of blacks, of greys. The shells are pink and white and brown and purple and blue and every colour of the rainbow. All different colours, all different shapes and sizes. Some are round, some are pointy, some are flat. Incredible diversity. Every single one is unique. Every single one has a purpose in life. They all bring their own beauty, no matter what they look like. Some of them are broken, some of them have little bits chipped off of them, but it doesn't matter. They're still beautiful. They're still part of this incredible ecosystem. And the sea doesn't take any notice if they're whole or broken. It will still carry them up and down the beach, flowing in and out gently, tumbling over in the waves. You can see the foam on the tops of the waves, just washing up the beach towards your toes, very calmly, very safely. It's a beautiful, calm day. The waves don't feel threatening in any way. And if it's the right thing for you, then you can feel That lovely white foam just touching the ends of your toes every now and again. It might feel cold, it might feel refreshing, it might almost tickle a little bit as it runs around the edges of your toes. But it feels cleansing and calming. It feels completely safe. And each time the sea rushes towards you gently, it brings with it its calming energy. And as it slowly ebbs away from you, it's washing away anything that you need to let go tonight. Allow it to take away anything unwanted in your body, in your mind, in your soul. Anything that you need to let go. Any tension, any worries, any stress. As you breathe in, the waves gently come towards you. And as you breathe out, they gently flow away from you. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in that beautiful oxygen which is flooding around your body, which is filling your cells full of healing energy and allowing an exchange, allowing anything unwanted in those cells to be released and to flow out with the ebbing tide, with the out breath. It's really calming, it's really cleansing, completely safe. You know this is a very special place. And you can feel the warmth of the sun just filling your body with your soul, with its own energy too. And the clouds are there as well. Remember, there's always clouds. And they're casting shadows on the sea, making the blues and greens darker, making the waves look a little bit bigger. But it's further out to sea, so that's fine. And we know that the sun is shining and the clouds will move on. And with everything we know, there's light and dark within us. And as you breathe in the light, you can breathe out the dark. Anything that is unwanted this evening. Allow that beautiful salty air to fill your lungs. Allow the light of the sun to give you energy, to give you hope, to give you love and gladness and that sense of being, that sense of belonging to something greater than ourselves in this beautiful, calm, beautiful cove. And you can just feel its energy. And even the ancient rock that you're sitting on was probably once creatures from millions and millions of years ago. And their energy is still within that rock, supporting you, comforting you. As life goes on, energy is always there. We can allow it to flow in and out of our life. And we can bring ourselves back to this beautiful, safe, friendly, loving cove anytime we want to. Anytime we need extra energy, anytime we need comfort, Anytime we need to calm ourselves and breathe and to release anything unwanted, all we need to do is close our eyes and imagine ourselves back in this beautiful spot with the energy all around us, a loving, calming vitality. You can feel it spreading up from your toes, up through your body, an incredible energy from the sea, from the sand, from the rock. It's flowing up through your legs, to your knees and your hips, flowing up through your chest cavity and across your shoulders and down your arms. An incredible tingling feeling. And the sun is adding to that energy as well, from your head down through to your toes. And the calming energy of the sea, that cool blue-green energy, is flowing. And then the beautiful warm energy, the oranges and the golds and the whites from the sun are flowing down. And those two energies are mixing together to create something absolutely incredible. And you might feel it in your heart space tonight. A really lovely warmth. That knowing that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. And the sea is still there and it comes and goes. You can see the tide is slowly retreating now. The sand is damp and rippled with tiny little pools of water left stranded. Each time the waves go out, it retreats a little bit further, but not too far away so that you can still see it, you can still hear it. You know it's always there. And in everyday life, when you need that calming energy of the sea, just know it's there. It might be far away, but it is always there for you. The tides are coming in and out, and the clouds are going over the sea, and the sun is there, shining down on you. And now it's time to say thank you to this beautiful place. I just want you to look around in the cove, and I want you to see if there's a little shell or a sea creature there that's been stranded by the tide going out. And I just want you to pick it up gently in your hands, and I want you to carry it over to a rock pool and just place it in the pool safely, and know that you've done something really positive to help that small creature or that shell or the stone to be in a better place where it's looked after and it feels safe and comforted itself. And now we're going to walk back across the beach, and we're going to leave our footprints behind once more. So as you walk towards the steps, you can feel the sand feel slightly wetter and slightly heavier now than it did when we arrived in this beautiful place. It feels comforting as it just molds around the edges of your feet. You can just feel it. Footprints are beautiful things. And as you rise towards the steps, you know that the energy that you have gathered from the sea will be with you. and that tonight you will have an amazing night's sleep, and that tomorrow when you wake up, you'll be full of that incredible energy, ready to go, ready to face the day, feeling brave, feeling confident, knowing that the energy will carry you through whatever you need it to, that you'll feel grounded and loved, that you'll feel peaceful and calm and happy. And we'll walk back up the steps towards where we are this evening. There's a different steps now on the different part of the beach. There's only 5 here. We take the first step off the beach and we smile to ourselves and know that we've been somewhere very special, somewhere that we can recall if we need to. Take another step up, the second step. You can start to feel that tingling in your fingers and your toes. You can start to feel your surroundings around you. Take a step up to the third step. Your eyelids are starting to flutter a little bit. And up to the fourth step, and your eyes feel like they've been bathed in cool spring water. And when we take the step up to the last step, up to step number 5, we're going to be fully back to where we are this evening. We're going to take a big deep breath. So take the last step up to step number 5. And I want you to take a nice deep breath. And I want you to stretch your arms and arrive back in your room tonight and have a look around you. And I want you to try and look at a couple of different things. I want you to find 2 different things in the room that just make you happy, just make you feel grounded, bring you back to where we are this evening. That's good. And just before I end the recording for this evening, next month's session is going to be on Wednesday, the 18th of August, and we are going to journey to a beautiful green valley. Okay, I'm going to rejoin the people that are here with me this evening. So if I can work that out, okay.